Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to another video, and yeah, we are back. So, yeah, you might wonder what the hell's going on. Well, first things first, if you're wondering about the lighting, why it's so much better, it's because I pulled the curtains and it's currently in the morning. And it's pretty bright today, unlike yesterday in the morning. That was pretty bad. It was raining pretty goddamn terrible. But yeah, we're here. Pretty epic, pretty cool. So you might wonder what this is. Is it another announcement and stuff? Yeah, basically. So here's the thing. Let me get started with this. I am making a PS Vita video. It's currently in the works, as you can tell. It's also why the music is playing. As you can tell, it's already modded. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff right there. So I got it, modded it, played the hell out of it. Playing Minecraft on there is pretty awesome because it basically brings back the original Legacy Edition in a way, but just portably, which is pretty cool. I missed that version. I played the 360 version. That was the best one. The best one. I'm pretty sure the PS3 was the same as the 360, but good one. I miss it dearly. And recently the leak has happened, you know, with the source code for that shit, and it's crazy. A lot of things are getting leaked at this point. But where was I? Yeah, I'm making a video on it, trying to edit some things out, trying to add some things in, you know, adding things that are necessary, you know, just disregarding things that are unnecessary as well, you know. So the video's still not out yet. Couldn't do anything about it yesterday because I was sick, which is also why you hear me going a lot, or you know, doing this, because I know it sucks currently. Jesus Christ. Whew. Life. But yeah, also I realized my nose is pretty red. Damn. But anywho, yeah, let's get started, right? So I did get paid money by the IRS. Pretty cool. You might say, how though? Doesn't the IRS usually take money? Yes, they do. Usually. But since I'm pretty new to the whole system, you know, and my job owed me money, and the college, you know, wanted to give me a refund, well, that's how I got paid. So the IRS paid me that money, and now I have it. Pretty cool. Though I've been waiting for, I think, more than 2 weeks though for it. Which is funny, because I was talking shit about it. I was like going like, you know, hey, the IRS hasn't paid me my money yet, you know? Just saying, it's a little weird, you know? And I didn't realize that, because when I said that, it was around like 9 or 10. It was getting closer to the next day, but I got paid that day at some point. I don't know when, but I got paid that day. I didn't realize until like today, the next day. I was like, oh, wow, oh shit, they did pay. Took them long enough. But yeah, I got the money. You might say, what are you gonna do with that money? Well, my mom wanted me to use it for college, which I finally convinced her, hey, that's not my thing. Engineering, electrician, welders, it's just not my thing. It just never has been my thing. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I know what I want to do with that money. I want to invest it in myself. Again, better than gambling. I'm not trying to hate on people that do drugs, but better than drugs. Better than people that sell drugs, unlike somebody I know, brother. But not one of her, not the good one, but the bad one. I just can't say his name because parent purposes, I guess. But yeah, what's it called? Yeah, I'm gonna use the money for stuff for my videos. For me, I'm gonna buy an electric guitar with an amp plus some other accessories, you know, like a pick and whatever. And that's a pretty expensive thing, but it's Fender. It's a pretty good type of brand, and also it's a pretty good guitar. And it also reminded me of this guitar, which I also had this type of guitar back in the day. I'm not sure if it was a Fender guitar, but it was a guitar. And I had one a long time ago. I used to play it a lot for church, and then eventually, you know, just got out of church because it was just never really my thing. And also, what's it called? My mom sold my guitar without me knowing until like last minute. Like I saw her giving a guitar to this stranger. I was like, wait, what are you doing? I'm selling your guitar. What? Gives it to him. He drives away. Never get my guitar again. Never see it again. It's gone. I do have an electric guitar and a portable amp, but the portable amp was decently cheap and expensive, and the guitar was pretty cheaply somewhat expensive. It was like $50. But yeah, I paid that with my graduation money, and doesn't really work. And also looked inside. I don't want to call it mold, but I don't like the way it looks. It looks pretty bad, especially in the insides, and I think a lot of things aren't really screwed in right. And the internals for like the speaker wise, you know, the whole thing, you know, for actually hearing the audio from the actual guitar, yeah, it doesn't sound that good. But you might say, you got to learn how to play guitar as well. True, which is also why I plan on also studying. I do have a booklet somewhere about guitars, so hopefully that would help me learn. And hopefully some videos like Marty and stuff can help me learn how to play guitar. Because I don't have anybody who really can teach me how to play guitar. And I love guitars, especially electric guitars, because they're awesome. They're cool. You know, you can do, you know, that cool shit, you know? But, yeah, I bought myself a guitar. I also bought myself, of course, my mic. Yes. You might say, well, don't you have a mic? Yes, I've been using it. It's my, not dynamic mic, but it's my condenser mic. You know, it's pretty good. You know, hello guys, welcome back to another video. You know, it's pretty good for what it does. It mostly picks up on things, but when you whisper, or not really fully whisper, but when you're just, you know, gently talking, it doesn't really like picking it up for whatever reason. But it can somehow pick up audio from the next room. But that's probably because this wall is really thin. Because American homes are cheaply made. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're cheaply made. But, yeah. It can pick up almost anything. But it has its flaws, and also picking up everything isn't what I want. Especially when I have a keyboard and mouse and I'm playing a game. Not good for recording videos, which is something you sadly had to deal with my Resident Evil 9 video. Which I'm very sorry about that. Also because I'm pretty new to playing that, especially with horror games. Not a very good combo, you know? But I did beat the game. Did get half the achievements. Eventually beat it like on my third try. You know, got literally everything on that. So, beat it completely. Also, sorry for this. I don't know if I mentioned, but I was also sick yesterday. So, I couldn't edit, couldn't do anything. And I'm still somewhat sick, but not as sick as yesterday because, boy, I was dying. My chest was hurting, my brain was hurting, my nose was hurting, my cheeks were hurting, my arms, my legs, all of it was just dying. I felt like I was literally about to die. I couldn't even breathe. So luckily I took medicine by the end of the day yesterday and I'm alive. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. But yeah, ordered that as well. And I also ordered a controller so I can play games better. And so you don't have to hear as much noise with a keyboard, just in case if the dynamic mic doesn't work as properly as I want it to. But it should work because I, you know, looked at reviews and stuff. And, you know, the way it looks, quality-wise, looks pretty well built. So, you know, got that and got the guitar. Now, you might wonder, what else did I get? Well, I also got this USB hub, which this USB hub will be used for my PC. It will allow me to be able to put other USBs into it while just using one port on my PC. And then I'll have an extra one for another port. You know, not for another port, but for another, you know, just another USB. An extra one, you know? But the first one is going to have, like, multiple. Like, it'll be just one that connects to the PC, but that, like, you know, USB hub has multiple on it. So then I can connect more. Like, the mic, the camera, the keyboard, the mouse, you know? So I don't have to buy Bluetooth, you know, type mics or whatever, because that stuff is complicated and a lot more expensive. So, you know, doing the best that I can what I have. And of course, I ordered an Ethernet cable to hopefully upload videos more faster and play games better. I might start doing the videos in the living room because, you know, I want to be as close as possible to that. But I did get a pretty lengthy cable, so maybe I can play it in my room. But we'll see how that works. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes pretty well because I want to upload and do videos faster for you guys because I like doing that stuff. It's pretty cool. I did order something else. Can't remember what else. I ordered the controller, the mic, the webcam. Yeah, the webcam as well for my computer right here. Got a webcam for it. So that's pretty cool. I also, you know, made sure to get extra better shipping, which the item should have arrived for the most part all tomorrow and, of course, Saturday. So pretty good shit. Pretty cool shit. I do plan on taking pictures and, you know, doing stop motions of minifigures and action figures and of people maybe, or just scenery. So, you know, if you see me posting that on Instagram, that's pretty cool. But also, if you know me, just to let you know, I said this before, and a lot of people are saying, you're probably just fooling us, you know, saying that to get attention. No, it's just to let you know, I just don't really trust social media in general, both for YouTube and Instagram, which is sad because those are the main platforms I'm using to put myself out there. But, you know, what can we really do about this social landscape, you know? But, yeah. Just to let you know, if anything does happen, if I'm not using my Instagram or something happens to my Instagram or whatever, I'm probably going to stay on YouTube. And you can always give me a text through regular text. So, hey, if you want my number, just to text me or whatever, just let me know. If you don't, doesn't matter. It's fine. But, yeah, just trying to live my life to the best that I can, trying to invest in myself, you know, because why not, you know? Because I ain't investing in some dog shit I don't give a shit about, you know? It's just not me. It's just never been me. I also plan on making beats pretty soon, hopefully, as well. Though I had made some music on my YouTube channel with samples and stuff. I feel like I could do so much better if I just gave myself time. I also have a trombone as well, so maybe I can relearn that, maybe learn a bit. I also have a recorder as well, an acoustic guitar, so maybe with that type of instruments and stuff, maybe I can relearn. But for now, the only instrument I know how to use fully is my vocal cords, and that's it for you know, instrument-wise. Electric guitar is definitely something I plan on studying a lot because it's one of my favorite things. I grew up with it when I was little, and you know, ever since I was watching rock, new metal, whatever, emo music, I've been invested in that shit ever since. It's been like a dopamine hit, you know, straight to my brain. Playing those type of fucking guitars are just fucking cool, fucking awesome. So, you know, I plan on doing that. I'm not sure if I showed the PS Vita, but this is how the PS Vita looks, by the way. Pretty cool, pretty epic. Let me see. Nope. Some games as well. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Just stuff I ordered, you know, got paid, which was pretty cool. Though my mom wants me to use it for college, but since I finally got her to stop making me try to go to college again, I'm pretty sure the money's fully mine. I mean, it's always been mine. Just the decision to go to college wasn't fully mine, which I hate parents that force kids to do something and think that that's the only way to do things. It's not. It is not. Trust me. Though it is pretty hard if you're trying to be an actor because you gotta hire an agent and shit, and all that's expensive. Chance of getting scammed. So, by the way, just to let you know, if you see any of those like booking, casting stuff on Instagram or YouTube, don't buy it. They're all fucking scams. Even online, they're mostly scams. You know. So just don't do it. Just don't do it. You know, if you want to try to make yourself out there, maybe become an actor or something, or an actress or a voice actor, just put it out there, you know, give it a shot. I mean, what do you really have to lose from it except for maybe being embarrassed? But hey, I mean, we're all cringe, I would say. I mean, I'm pretty cringe. I do stupid fucking noises and weird fucking voices every single time. I don't know why I do it. I just do it because it's funny, I guess. But yeah, hopefully I can make some skits as well, some, you know, videos, some cinematic movies, basically. Maybe even get to direct video games because I love how Hideo Kojima is able to direct video games, you know? Though some of his things are pretty kind of stupid, I'm not gonna lie. But for the most part, I like his stuff. Especially Death Stranding with the music. Especially The Neighborhood, you know, making Yellow Box in that game. Come on, bro. The Neighborhood always makes a banger, for the most part. They make bangers. But, yeah, that's about it. Sorry for making this very lengthy. It's just, I have a lot to say. I don't think I have anything else to say. I think I mentioned everything. All the stuff I'm ordering, what's up for the channel, why I couldn't upload. It's because I was sick. I'm probably not going to do anything today either, except for this one video. But tomorrow, once the stuff arrives, I'm going to start, you know, doing that. Maybe today, I'm going to just take my shower, and then I'm just going to try to take pictures, and then just try to upload on Instagram and on YouTube community posts, and just see how people like, you know, my works, you know? I recently did make, like, a cool-looking cover look, which I plan on using it. You know, it looks pretty badass, I would say. Some people would say fucking emo or gay, but I don't give a shit. Fuck you. I like making what I want. At least I'm happy with it, you know? But anywho, yeah, that's about it. Peace out.